Welcome to Top 5 Great Ideas, the show that really shows you the top tips to make your life better. Are you always losing socks in the laundry? Well, have no fear. There's a simple solution that you can assemble with a few basic tools. Simply grab a small length of wood. Lay your smelly socks out on the face of the wood. You can do it with one pair or with many pairs if you like. Then grab yourself a hammer and with a couple of nails, simply fix your socks to the piece of wood. The whole thing can then be popped into a washing machine. When the cycle is complete, simply remove the socks and admire the ingenuity that has saved you the loss of hundreds of socks.
Daddy, why has all my socks got holes in them?
Are you tired of accidentally putting tomato sauce on your ice cream and strawberry sauce on your hot dog? Simply combine both into one amazing super sauce. And you'll always have the perfect sauce for your hot dogs and your ice cream. Delicious! Do you find yourself wondering what to do with all that tuna oil after you've opened a can of tuna? Well, are your hands dry and flaky? I have a solution to both these problems. Simply open your can of tuna, drain that oil into a bowl, and rub it into your skin. Get that massaged into your skin, and you will be lovely.
Oh, what's that smell in there?
Shh! I'm filming! Don't have time for jogging and eating in your busy schedule? Well, stop. I have the solution for you. Simply get yourself a belt, apply it around your waist, and attach a box, a small crate, or anything you have to the belt. And then you're all set to go. Then you can go jogging and enjoy your lunch in peace. How many times have you been in the position where the landline goes off while you're in the opposite end of the house from it? Or your mobile phone goes while you're sitting next to the landline? Well, I have a solution for you. All you need is one of these helmets. We detach the inner band and throw away the rest of the helmet because this is the bit that will form the basis of our hands-free kit. Simply get your phone and attach it with a few pieces of tape, a hot glue gun, or something similar. Also, the mobile phone, a similar operation. Attach it. And you'll never have this problem again. Once it's all complete, it's nice and secure. You simply place on your headband and you're ready to go. Your hands-free kit is ready for operation if you're doing the dishes. Sorry. Hello? Yeah, I got double glazing. Why, yes, they do. They're dirty. Yes, I could do with them. Hello? Hi? Hung up on me.
Stop. These ideas are rubbish. Let's have a story instead.
Man's ideas can be a bit unreliable. There have been some good ideas, but also some really bad ones as well. Think about Adam and Eve in the Bible. They thought it would be a good idea to follow the advice of a snake rather than their creator God. They did this because the snake told them they would be like God if they did what the sneaky snake said. Of course, the snake had tricked them. It ended up being a very bad deal, and they got into a whole heap of trouble with God. But man doesn't seem to learn from his mistakes very well. And we're going to look at another story about man and his bright ideas. In Genesis 11, we hear that everyone in the world at that time spoke the same language. They were in a broad valley in Babylon, which was somewhere in what is now modern-day Iraq. They did have some good ideas. They learned to bake bricks, which would allow them to make better housing for themselves. Unfortunately, man doesn't always think his ideas through. The people at the time decided that they would build a massive tower. They decided that they would build this tower so high that it reached the sky. They thought that they would make it high enough to be up there in the sky where they thought God was, and that they would become famous. Perhaps they thought this would make them be like God, just like Adam and Eve did. But God could see what they were doing. God knew that they were just trying to be the most important, trying to be better than everyone else, and that man often tries to do this sort of thing when they get together. So God decided to take action. God scattered the people where they were and placed them over the whole earth. He confused their languages so that they all spoke different languages and couldn't understand each other. This stopped them from building their foolish tower idea. It stopped them from getting together and thinking that they were better than everyone. This tower is what we know as the Tower of Babel. Man has had some good ideas, but man is sinful and often decides to do the wrong thing with what he makes. We sometimes have ideas like taking things from others that don't belong to us, or being mean to someone else, or lying to someone. And people might have done some of these to us too. God is full of great ideas though, and he loves us despite the bad ideas we often have. So God had a really great idea. He sent his son Jesus to earth. Jesus taught us a lot of great ideas, which are recorded in the New Testament in the Bible. He taught us to love others instead of thinking that we are better than them. To love others instead of lying or taking their stuff. Jesus taught us to love even our enemies. Can you imagine what the world would be like with no fighting? If everyone did that. He taught us to help others who have less than us. These are all great ideas. The best idea for us though was that God gave us Jesus, and he died on the cross to take the punishment for our sins so that we are forgiven for all these bad ideas that turn into bad things. Jesus rose to life again afterwards. Now that was a great idea, so that we can see him again one day in heaven. To remember God's good ideas, all we have to do is look up at the sky, the stars. Look around us at the hills, the sea, the flowers. Look down down at the hands we use to make things. All God's good ideas. Another good idea was that God inspired men to record his words in the Bible, so that we can learn from his good ideas in history and from the teachings of Jesus and some of his followers. So we know that God's ideas are great, but ours sometimes aren't. So what should we do? Well, the next time we have an idea, we can think about it. Consider whether it's a good idea or not. Whether God would think it's a good idea. And if it isn't, just leave it behind. There's a good verse that helps us remember which ideas are worth thinking about. Philippians 4:8. Finally, my brothers and sisters, always think about what is true. Think about what is noble, right and pure. Think about what is lovely and worthy of respect. If anything is excellent or worthy of praise, think about those kind of things.
Hi everybody, today's craft is all about the Tower of Babel. You will need a white piece of card. An A4 size is the best size for this. Fold it in half and then run your finger along the middle and make a really good crease. Then open it up. Now you'll see I've prepared this slightly because it does take a wee bit of time, but you will have much more time at home to do this. What we need to do is to make 5 blocks, each block getting smaller as it goes up. Think Tower of Babel. What you need to do then is to get a ruler. You might want to grab your parent or a helper for this and make a line that's about 14 centimetres long along the bottom of the page. Leave a bit of a gap though. And then do the same at the top bit here. So the same size. When you're doing this, it's really important that you make sure that the middle of your measurement is in the middle of the crease. So this is 14 centimetres long, so the middle of the crease measures 7 centimetres. Then what you do is you join them together with some lines either side, like that. Now take your time with this, the measurements are very important. And keep going up the way until you've got 5. Now each block will be smaller, as I've already said, as they go up and up and up. So keep thinking Tower of Babel and how they made them bigger at the bottom and smaller as they go up. Now once you've done this, what you need to do is, there's a choice. You can either decorate this just now, which is a little bit easier if you do that, or what you can do is fold it so you can see the lines on the outside. With your scissors, you need to cut very carefully along your lines. Now, do not cut out this line, the edges, only the long bits. Okay, so very carefully do this. And what you'll notice is, because you folded it in half, you've actually cut the width, the length of all of it. So do that for each of your block. I'm going to turn it around so it's the right way up. Now, once you've cut them out, all of your blocks, remember just the long lines, not the edges. If you haven't already decorated it, you can decorate it now. Now, here's one I made earlier with some help, as you can see. We've decorated these as if they were blocks or walls which form the Tower of Babel. We've put the background in, we've made some people, and we've just made it look nice. So you can decorate it however you want. Once you've done that, what you need to do is, with the bits that you cut out before, is you need to give them a really good crease down the middle. Like that and like that. Because what happens is, what you've created is actually a 3D card. Now, if you're good with languages, you can also maybe write some different greetings on the top. So with different languages, like German is Guten Tag, you can write different things to remind yourselves that Jesus confused the languages of the world. And that's it. That's your craft for today. I hope you have fun making it. Bye bye!
Dear Lord, thank you for your great idea of sending your son Jesus. And Lord, please help my ideas to be good and sinless like yours. In Jesus' name, Amen.